your girl Diamond, and I'm back with my all-new review of Marriage Bootcamp. Let's get into it because this was exhausting. But anyway, it keeps up where it left off, which was A1, Lyrica, and K Michelle, right? So K Michelle wanted to talk to A1 about squashing the altercation because A1 admitted that he was the one who brought up her name. So she felt like, okay, cool. I can tell you I mean no harm. I got no issues. But Lyrica wasn't having it because she was still being petty. She was still being in her mindset and her mood to not want to even have her husband squash a conversation, squash a situation that you guys both started. This was because of you guys, Lyrica. A1 getting all upset because he can't have his phone to call his son, but you guys had the opportunity and y'all squandered it. You're getting all disrespectful toward the producers, and he brought K Michelle in as not a snitch because you guys all had y'all phones in the time frame that y'all had them. And if you guys do the confessional, y'all can have y'all phones. It is simple as that, all right? So Lyrica wants to beat K Michelle's ass, and she keeps on talking shit. She makes a comment about K Michelle's surgery because we know K Michelle's had a lot of surgery on her butt and her face and her chest. You know what I'm saying? And Lyrica, you the same way. You've had surgery. Your ass looks like a folded pillow. You convinced me. So I felt like you was shading yourself in that moment if you want to comment about K Michelle's surgery. I mean, she just went through surgery to get those unhealthy toxins out of her body. So you need to pipe down. And then when she said that, K Michelle went towards, you have never charted a song, what have you charted? And then Lyrica, again, not taking accountability, acting as if K Michelle came at her for no reason, how she overreacted. And for her to come at me the way that my mind is, the way that my mood is, yeah, I'm ready for war. I said bullshit, Lyrica. You started it when you did not want the conversation to be had between A1 and K Michelle. Nothing was going to happen. I don't even think K Michelle was going to do anything weird or sneaky. It was just to squash the situation because A1 admitted. A1 was neutral. He did not want to deal with this. He was over and done with. So you were not in the mindset to receive anything from her. So why wouldn't he just be in the mindset for both of us? All right, I'm going to take what she said, and it's up to you to receive it or not. K Michelle not going to go back and forth with you. And she even talked about in her room, you're not about to have a private conversation with someone's husband. You even know how they are in their relationship. Lyrica, I seem to remember you getting upset with A1, leaving the room with K Michelle. Not that you thought anything was to happen, but it was the way that he did it. So the fact that this was a civil conversation that was going to be had, you ruined that opportunity because you wanted to still be petty. And now you're putting A1 as the mindset of your husband now. Fine, Lyrica. Good night and goodbye. K Michelle don't know she's going to get over it because you can't meet not once, not twice, but 3 times. I'm done with this. Day 7, respect. Everybody is over it. Done with K Michelle and Lyrica. Like, it's exhausting. It's tiring. The energy that's around this house is making everybody else be on edge. And they're using that energy to come at their partner when they haven't done nothing. I'm already edged. I'm already tensed up. Where anything wants to come up, anything wants to come out, I'm going to spaz because of the energy of the bullshit that they're doing. And then New Day, Lyrica has some time to sleep on it, and she feels like K Michelle owes her an apology. No, she don't owe you shit. You owe her one for coming at her more than once, okay? Yes, did K Michelle engage in it? Yes, she did. But this time, last night, you came at her wrong. You owe her an apology. So not knowing what they expected out of being in this program. Sometimes when it comes to things getting rough, I tend to leave, be in my own space. But I can't do that, and it's a testimony that I'm still here. No, it's because there's a check waiting for you. That's why. So all this hooping and hollering that you're doing about you want to leave, you want to leave, you want to leave. You've been the main one that wanted to leave, but you haven't left because there's a check. You can miss me. So everybody goes into the living room. Dr. Ish tells them straight up, this shit can't happen no more. I don't care who started it. I don't care what it was about. Y'all not about to do this shit no more because this is not what the program is about. Y'all need to focus on fixing your relationships. That's it. So right now they're going to role play how they argue one another because they tend to go below the belt. So Rich and Mariah Lynn, they argue, go below the belt. He calls her a woman that you fuck at the back of a car. She says he'll die alone. But it was reversed roles. Mariah Lynn was Rich. Rich was Mariah Lynn, which was fucked up things to say to one another. How he gonna die alone and how Mariah Lynn is the type of girl that you fuck at the back of a car. That's low down degrading a woman, Rich. Rich, do you not appreciate women? Like, I can't tell, you don't have any problem with your mother, do you? But how do you treat women like this? I don't like it. So, K. Michelle and Caston, they haven't had any explosive arguments, but the one argument they had was when K. Michelle was butt naked on top of a Jaguar. They were arguing over messages he was receiving from his secretary. And she wanted the phone. He gave it to her. He made a comment about how all this emotional shit is making his dick shrivel up. And she chased him with a butcher knife. What the fuck is this shit? Why are you chasing after him with a butcher knife? What the fuck was you doing? Was you on something? I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm not trying to say anything, but what the hell was that about, K. Michelle? Why were you so mad that you ran around chasing him with a butcher knife? Because I can see it. Ugh, that's scary. A1 and Lyrica. It's about the amount of time that he spends in the studio, not really giving her any assurance that he will be coming home, which lets her mind to race. Because they go back and forth with, he's a groupie, he wants to work with French Montana, Chris Brown, you want to follow them. And you're not home, you're not my mother, all that and then some. Rich wants to give credit to A1's hustle because it is, it's hard out here for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? To get in with the right people, make your songs out, make your beats out, to get recognized, want to get in while the pipe is hot, you know? But at the same point in time, it still does not leave Lyrica any sense of knowing that my husband is working, but at least he's telling me when he's coming home. He's not leaving me in suspense. He's not out all night with nothing to do. And when talking to him about when he's coming home for work, he wants to make the excuse of, I just walked out the door. I don't know when I'm coming home. Find a way, A1. Find a way. Don't just say you don't know. That leaves her in the mindset of, what the hell could he be doing at 4 o'clock in the morning? I know artists sleep. I know engineers sleep, sound people. What the hell are you still doing up there for? So don't just say, I don't know. Just say, I'll find out when I can. Keep confirmation. Keep communication. Just let me know. That's all you got to do. He literally be looking like, I don't know what she wants from me. I try, but then she don't. Enough with the excuses, okay? Because that's where the infidelity starts from. Boo and Emmett, they role play. They go back and forth. She calls him a man with bitch ass tendencies. His father, his mother must have fucked him up. He's weak. He's stupid. He says, fuck this shit. I'm done with this shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm tired of it. She really hurt me when she said that his mom must have fucked him up and he ain't got no daddy in his life because he got bitch ass tendencies. So with him being called a loser, he started to believe it because of where he's at right now. Excuse me. It's not where he wanted to be. So Rich has a conversation with Lyrica to again let her know y'all have a lot to lose. Y'all got a family, but I understand A1's mindset about wanting to get in with these hot new artists. Hot new artists, veteran artists, I understand. In the industry, it's a dog eat dog. You know what I'm saying? You want to make it out. But she feels like, I get that, but you got to still think of me. I'm still your wife. I should still be a priority. You should still want to communicate. And Lyrica should know this. I mean, she writes for a lot of people. She be in the studio, but at the same point in time, she knows how to manage her time where she writes, be in the studio, so she doesn't be out all night because she do have a son to take care of. So she's not just being selfish, which is what A1 feels like. He feels like he has to go through all of this. Be out all night, bend to the other artist's time frame to say, okay, let's do it, as if he doesn't have his own mind to say, okay, what time are we here? I mean, y'all know I got a little one at home. My wife is home all day with the kids, so I got to be sure I'm helping her out. You know, you can have that because these people will understand. Chris Brown got kids. French Montana got kids. I don't know, but anyway, it's just from that point. It's just being communicative and it's also being considerate. It's being considerate. And talking about the situation. So Lyrica feels like A1 and her have the most to fix, but Rich and Mariah have the least to work out. And it's pretty much talking about how Mariah Lynn isn't the type of girl that I would bring around my mother. And he feels played because when he's around other people who mention they know Mariah Lynn before, he feels like, oh, they mean they fucked her. In his face, he's like, I don't have trust issues, but I don't like being played. I said, first of all, how you don't like being played if there's a man who might have known Mariah Lynn, but your mindset is to hear that they might have fucked her. It could have been, oh yeah, she cool people. Your mindset went to, he slept with her. I feel played. Rich, you can go to bed with this feeling played shit because you play women all day, every day. So the fact that there's another man coming at you with a woman that he knows, you know too, you want to say, oh, so I'm not the main one? Just like she's not the main one. Why are you confused? Why are you shocked that there is a woman who's doing you on a you? So now Lyrica wants to let go of the petty argument. It hasn't been making any sense. I've been overlooking things. I had to let it go. So Lyrica and K Michelle have a conversation. K Michelle says she overreacted, but when you guys throw me in the bullshit, I act out. My mouth is so lethal. I will go off the rails. You would think I had a problem with you. Lyrica, yeah, I mean, you're so mean. I know you had a problem with me. Girl, good night. But it's deep-rooted issues that Lyrica had to deal with about how people tried to try her growing up, and she would walk away. They would call her names. She would want to like defend herself in that moment. But what was there to defend, Lyrica? There was nothing for you to defend. You co-signed on your husband's bullshit to get upset about not having your phones, and you threw Lyrica under. You threw K Michelle in the mix. K Michelle got upset because why would you put my name in that shit? And the judge and the doctor was like, okay, well, this is happening. I'm happy it's happening, but I'm trying to understand this is happening now. I don't really trust it, but it's okay. And K Michelle talks about she don't have a lot of female friends. She has to stay guarded, so they understand why she's guarded. She understands why she is guarded. K Michelle, you don't have friends because you tend to fuck over them at times. That's why you don't have friends. You either fuck them, literally fuck them, or fuck over them. So we can go ahead and move on. They've squashed it, fine. So now they go outside to have another challenge. It's a projection screen. They think it's about to be a movie night, but no. Dr. Ish have made a script of all the things that they said about their partner, and they have to recite them to someone that they love. So the first person that comes on the screen is Richie D's mother. And he talks about all the bullshit, all the shit that he's talked to Mariah Lynn, all the things that he said, called her a bitch. She's the type of woman that you fuck at the back of a car. Now, to me, I felt like his mother really wasn't upset that he said it. It was the person that he said it to. Like, she gave him a pass because she wrote, he was not raised that way. And what is your purpose to be with somebody that you have to speak that way to? What do you mean be with somebody to speak that way? You mean he's looking away to be disrespectful towards women, and he shouldn't be seeking out a woman that is not going to tolerate that? He should look for a woman that is tolerating that. I want to understand that part because I don't believe that his mom kept him accountable. And he knows what he do. I just feel like Mama D, Richie D, mom, she is coming from a place of the money. As long as he's making the money, he's making sure we're living good. He can speak to whoever he wants to speak to. I don't know. That's where my mind went because his mom still manages his company, manages the money. So he's not going to do nothing without making sure things go to her. And she will make sure the money is good. So whatever you got through in your personal life, don't bring it over here that's going to mess with the money. Which means give him a pass to treat women like shit. But if there's money coming in, I'm not going to say nothing. That's where my mind went. And then when Mariah Lynn is sitting there looking at his mom, she never, I want you to find somebody who's on your level, who you can feel like that's your support system. I don't care if you have a bad day. Just have somebody on your side. What does that mean? You mean to tell me that he's having a bad day? That means that he's supposed to just unleash all of his anger on somebody and not supposed to just sit there and take it? Or you wish that he would have a better way to communicate, not go off the ledge and be mad? I don't care if you have a bad day. You don't have the right to come at a woman that way. You need to take a breath before you come at a woman because she didn't do nothing to you. Like, I thought she would say it that way, but she just said, find somebody who wants to be on your side. Find somebody who wants to support you. Can he also be a supportive person too? He needs to be supportive of somebody else. It can't just be about him. So you're that mother who feel like my son can do no wrong. My son deserves someone who wants to be there for him. And what he gives her is what he gives her. No matter what it is, she's supposed to still be there for you. While he's being disrespectful, she's supposed to still stay behind and be there for him? Okay, fine. So Mariah Lynn feels away because she's never met his mom. Rich has never made a effort to introduce his mom to her. And that's what she feels like. You don't care. You don't want me in your life. And he said his mom is his best friend. Her opinion matters. And I know that Mariah Lynn isn't the type of woman that I will be with that she will approve of. Basically, that's why it's been prolonging. At the end of the day, Rich, you don't see Mariah as somebody you can see a future with. You don't, because it's been 10 years. There are times where you guys have been good, where you could have introduced her to your mother, but you didn't do that because you value your mother's opinion. No, you value that your mom is going to tell you, why are you with her? You know you don't want her. Why are you with her? So you want to still have your cake and eat it too. You want to still fuck her, but you don't want to put it into the mindset of being there permanently, being there in a future mindset. But you want to fuck her though. Don't string her along as someone that you can have on the side, because she's not nobody puts baby in the corner. That's not what Mariah Lynn is. I'm not a secret. People know who I am. They know who you are. Why are you making me seem as if I'm not worthy enough to be out in public with you? Bullshit. I'm done. Emmett, his son was on the screen, and his son was very handsome, okay? So he recited, he don't give a fuck about everything. You think you're a fucking victim? I don't give a shit. I'm done with that shit. It was hurtful. He started to tear up because he never wanted to treat any woman like that and speak to women like that. And he definitely doesn't want his son to think it's okay to treat a woman like that. And he felt like if I never taught my son anything but be respectful towards women, then I failed as a parent. And if his son was able to get in a relationship with a woman, he was being disrespectful, he felt like he will fail. But his son said he was an amazing father. He was a great parent. He taught us right from wrong. And he's been through a lot, but he's made his life great from the pain that he went through. He's super proud of him. Everybody went fast, but the next member was a Mariah Lynn. I couldn't get the name, but I think it was her aunt, I believe, and her grandparents raised her. Her grandparents was proud of her. They taught her a lot. Her grandfather told her, never chase a man, always chase your dreams. It was an emotional moment, but she expected for Rich to give her some form of some form of hug, love, affection, whole handing. He just sat there. And the time when I thought we would show up for one another, you didn't do it. So I'm just going to sit here in my lonesome, in my emotional state, that I just had a breakdown with someone that I love, and you not giving me that same love and support. You not holding me. Rich don't want her. I don't know why I thought they were going to work it out, but Rich does not see it. I believe that he's definitely feeling watched now that his mom came on the screen. He doesn't want to show anything to Mariah, and he wants to still stay separate. Like, I don't know her. In private, right? In public, doesn't acknowledge her. In private, wants to be all lovey-dovey. Gangsta boo. The member in her family was a pastor, and she recited everything that she tells Emmett. He has bitch-ass tendencies. He's fucking weak. The pastor told her never let the energy rob you of your peace and your patience. Once you have the ability of holding on to your peace and your patience, can't nobody break you out of it. Meaning, don't be in a state of anger that you want to say things you don't mean that you can't take back. Casting. The conversation about how this emotional shit is making his dick shrivel up. And he holds it all in, but Dr. Ish is in fear of he'll be a ticking time bomb. It'll be just unleashed. So his brother was on the screen, and he was crying because he missed home. He hasn't seen his brother in a month. And he wants to be a stand-up guy. Okay, be a stand-up guy, but don't lose sight of yourself. I want you to express yourself. We are constantly hearing about K. Michelle's dreams. What are your dreams? I want you to open up. I don't care if it isn't what she wants to hear. I don't care if she doesn't like it. I want you to express yourself and have that space. He did say I was holding back when I came into the house, but I realized that I have to open up and express my feelings in order for everybody to get a sense of who I am. Caston's mother was the next woman that K. Michelle was able to talk to. I was like, can nobody from K. Michelle's family come up on the screen? Nobody. So his mom was there and talking about the messages, how she called him out his name, giving the phone, I'm leaving, I don't give a fuck. She would never talk to him like that in front of his mother, because his mom is a successful lawyer, which is the image that she wants. His mom's a lawyer. He became a dentist, which means that I'm finna be a part of a legacy right here. I come from a family of successful people. I am connected to a family of successful people, which is what K. Michelle wants. She wants the image of a perfect family. So she would never disrespect someone who she views as an idol. I would never do that, which is the background, the successful background of a fairy tale that she wants. She talks about how her son is a great man. You don't speak to nobody like that. And if it's someone that you love, and she wouldn't do it for her. She wouldn't do it because this lady is somebody that I respect. Lyrica's mom, hey Lyrica G. She was in the room and Lyrica recites, how he's thirsty, he's a groupie for running after these artists to get the fuck out of my face. Are you fucking them? Are they paying your bills? She was laughing out of nervousness, but her mom said that's not funny. That's not funny because she's been a witness into how A1 and Lyrica have argued, and I've heard the way you speak to this man, and it's not good at all. And y'all got a baby boy, Ocean, and y'all teaching him this. I have heard my grandson recite the words that you have said to him. He called out the word bitch, which came from Lyrica coming at A1. And he's 2. He shouldn't be repeating these things. He shouldn't be mimicking the arguments that y'all had. It is not good at all. So now Lyrica has a perspective of how she's feeling isn't the objective. Everybody is feeling it. Your son is now in the midst of it. You want your son to grow up in a toxic environment where mommy and daddy are fighting one another, mommy and daddy are going at one another, calling each other's names. He's going to develop that thing, and that's the norm. And it's not the norm. You got to deal with it. You can't just be in your own reality. You got to look at the whole entire picture. Everybody is feeling it, not just you. The last one is A1. A1 couldn't get in contact with his family. So Judge Lynn Toller was a stand-in. And he talks about the things he talked about. You're not my mama. If you want to leave, you can divorce me, you little bitch. You acting like you the man of the house and you wearing the pants and I don't like it. The judge didn't like it because you promised God, her mother, her family, that you would protect her, you would love her, you would provide for her. And you talking to women like crazy. That's not good. That's not right. You need to control yourself, control how you manage, and control how you communicate. Now, Lyrica's rocking back and forth because she is obviously reliving those moments of feeling afraid, feeling unheard. And this is the time when A1 needs to give her support and love her. Dr. Is said now would be a good time to show her some love. He gives an excuse and said, I would, but she would reject me. I would. In this time, I would have reached out. But I feel like he said, fuck all that shit. This is the time to show her some love. So he gives her a hug, holds her hand. He says, stop explaining things you should already know how to do. Don't make excuses. You're embarrassed by what was being said, and you know what it is, and you know how to rectify it, figure it out. Don't just act as if you don't know what to do because of what she might say. Fuck all that shit. You know what she gonna say. You know how she gonna react based off what you said. Show her that action. That's all she want is actions. You keep on saying, well, I don't know what she want. I don't give a fuck. Do it. That's what she wants. She's literally begging for you to show her some support, but you feeling like she won't let me. I don't give a damn. She wants you. She just doesn't know how to say it. You're supposed to just fuck all what she gonna say and just give it to her. The judge comes out and she tells Lyric and K. Michelle, thank y'all for being grown adults for having that conversation. Emmett, the way that was displayed, you need to talk to Boo a little bit nicer. Be more nicer, be more calm. Caston, open up. Okay? Open up. K. Michelle, you have to come up with a way for open up to him. Give him that space so he can open up to you. Rylan and Rich, the way you guys start our conversation is good, but you gotta figure out how to start it off good and end it on a good note. And when it comes to communicating, we can learn how to communicate as women. But when it comes to romance and how we talk to our man, we don't know what we want. But at the same point in time, I know what I want from my husband. I ask what I want. I don't ask for a short moment. I don't ask for a little time. I want it all at once, okay? It's not worth being in a relationship where you don't respect the person you're with and they don't respect you. So it ended with everybody wants to know, where do the couples lie? Will they say yes? Will they say no? But Rylan wanted to have a conversation with Rich because at this point it's kind of like we got less than a couple of days left. And I feel like I want us to talk about what are your plans? What do you want to do? And Rich just want to have that conversation. And this is where she feels like he doesn't have any respect for me. No, Rich said that she needs to have respect for him and how it's not going to work because of who my mom raised me and who my mom want to be with. But I feel like you don't have no respect for women, Rich. You don't. Your lack of awareness, the way you communicate is bullshit. And Morales said, if you're not stepping up to the plate, I will leave here with a clean heart and a clean mind. And a man will fall in love with me and he will respect me and I will be his number one girl. I don't see Rich and Morales working out at all. I don't. But that was it, you guys. That's all I have. Please stay tuned next video and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.